Hey there, Dwayne. Okay, so for a problem like this, we're going to substitute in -3 for B, and we're going to substitute in -5 for R. Now, anytime you substitute any numbers in, especially when they're negative, it's always a good idea to use parentheses. And that is especially the case whenever you have exponents and you have negative numbers. It's super important. All right, so we would have 5 and then parenthesis, and instead of B, we're going to put in -3, close the parenthesis, and then we have to square that number, and then we have to multiply that times -5. All right, so the first thing I would do is I would take -3 times -3. That's what -3 squared is, okay? So that would be +9. Negative times negative is positive. So 5 times 9 times -5. Okay, and remember this all means multiplication, so I'm not sure how you would end up with just 5 whenever we're actually multiplying these numbers together, okay? So then we would do 5 times 9, which is 45, times -5, and then 45 times 5. I'll put the negative on in a second. 4 times 5 is 20, 22. So this would be -225. So that would be my final answer here. Okay, again, without looking at your work, I really cannot even come up with how you would come up with the number 5 here. All right, let's look at the next one. All right, on this one, they say that the surface area is 2 times your length times your height plus 2 times your width times your height, plus length times width. Okay, and then they also tell us that our length is 8, our width is 4, and our height is 9. So L is 8, W is 4, and H is 9. So I'm just going to follow this formula. So my surface area is 2 times my L is 8, my height is 9, plus 2 times my W is 4, my height is 9, plus 8 times 4. All right, so now I'm going to do 2 times 8 times 9. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 times 9, that's 144. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 9 is 72. 8 times 4 is 32. Now I'm going to add all these numbers up. And I'm not using a calculator, so I really hope I'm doing this and I'm not making any errors. I'll double check before I send you the video. So 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 4 and 7 is 11. 11 and 3 is 14. So I get an surface area of 248. What are we dealing with? Oh, centimeters squared. They've already put that on there. So 248 is what I get on this one. And like I said, I'll double check my math before I send it to you. All right, for this one, it says the following expression gives an approximate value of the total average credit card debt in the U.S. household in dollars T years after 1995. This right here is super important because it says T years after 1995. That means if I were dealing with the year 1995, I would put in 0 for the years, okay? So 1995 is year 0. And then the appropriate T. So 1995 would be 0, 1996 would be 1, 1997 would be 2, and so on, okay? So here it says, use this expression to predict what the total average credit card debt was or will be in the year 2016. So if I want to know 2016, I need to know what number right here should go in over here, okay? So 2016 is how many years after 1995? Let's see here. Let's go with 5 plus 16, which would be 21. So we're going to put in 21 where I see t into this expression. 418 times 21 plus 5,900. I am going to grab my calculator. I don't want to do this kind of math, okay? So I would say on my calculator, 418 times 21 gives me 8778. And I want to add 5,900 to that. Plus 5,900 gives me 14,678 is what should go in here. Oops, I did not write that correctly. All right. So there we go. That's what we're looking for. Oh, and it also gives you that hint down here. T will be 21. So yeah, we're just substituting in values where we see the variables. And of course, yeah, you've got to do the math right. And that's why I'm saying I'm not going to let you just skip this section. You really do have to. This is like one of the fundamentals of algebra is knowing how to do this. So just keep on asking questions. That's what I'm here for.